You are surrounded by abundance. Breathe it in. It's already yours. The universe is listening. Speak your desires into light. The garden grows because you believe. This is your time. Welcome to Manifestation Monday. Hello, my darlings. Welcome, welcome. It is Manifestation Monday. Welcome to True Oracle. Welcome to the House of Zelda and welcome to the Street of Dreams. I've just got to tell you, my darlings, it's been a day. So good evening to you. It is October 20th of 2025. And we have a little way to go until the end of the month. And I've been excited to bring this to you. This is going to be an awesome, and I think this is going to be groundbreaking, because when you see this, when you see what it's just going to be like, wow. It is a confirmation of what has been given to us all around. But before we get going, I want to thank each and every one of you. And being that I am your wonderful grifting psychic that I am, I'm going to put this up here, and I thank you so much for a little tip if you can, and if you can't, that's fine. You're here, and that's what it's all about. So thank you so much. And wait a minute, we've got a birthday in the house, and you know, we sing happy birthday. Here we go. Ready? It's Patricia's birthday, everyone. We're going to wish her a happy birthday. Here we are. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Patricia. Can't sing today, the voice, but happy birthday to you and many more. Thank you for being with us on your birthday. I love it. I love it. So thank you so much for being here. I saw another Jurgen, how do you do? Thank you so much. Thank you for your numerology read. Spirit woke me up. It's 1 a.m. here. Well, welcome. Glad that Spirit did. And if you want to know what Jurgen is talking about, I released on True Oracle another video, and it has a lot of numerology, and I explain, and it's a little bit of my own Zelda Codex, and you can't get away from it. And I'm going to start doing a lot more numerology because, well, all I've got to say is wow. So I want to ask you, for those of you coming in, this is my rice bowl, you see, and the, hold on, I've got to star something that Aunt BB2 said. You see here, you see these little, that's not dirt. That's not anything ugly. That's cinnamon. Cinnamon attracts. The rice bowls, this is fantastic. And I'm going to tell you, my friends, Mrs. Marie and I, we've been manifesting like crazy women. And we'll be that crazy because it's a good thing. So there we are. And this little here, well, it's another little note that I wrote that I put in there. And you put it somewhere where you can walk by and you just stir it. I put some good smelling and things in there. I catch it. It's fantastic. So one of our wonderful community members, Standing Stones, I'm sure he'll be in, had a big win this past week because he was working on his rice jar. And if you want to know more about that, you can head on over to the Psychic Shop. I wrote a rice jar download that gives you instructions and reasons why it will help you manifest. Now give me a little bit. I got to go back and say, Diane booked a reading with me a little while ago. Can't wait. Well, Diane, my darling, thank you for your patience. I have been busy with readings, and I think you are next. So you're going to be getting that very, very soon. So thank you so much for your patience, my darling. And this is another, sorry, drink time. I'm trying not to make a lot of noise when I do that, and I'm sorry if it bothers people. On to BB2. Lady Zelda, you were so right. Fire emoji. You said around the 18th to the 20th, something big was going to happen. A lot of people in Melanie's chat were talking about it. I did not know that. I was there, I was listening, but I was actually preparing to do another reading for True Oracle. So I didn't get to hear a lot of it. I may have to go back. But, I kind of sort of forget. When I do those predictions, a lot of times I don't retain them because I do it. And thanks for bringing that up. And thank you. And thanks, Miss Melanie. If you're watching, Attorney Melanie, we love you here. We'd love to have you come back and visit. So thank you. Thank you. So Debbie Frank says, I've had two good things after I put my rice and cinnamon bowl in the window. And that reminds me, and Michelle's got fire emojis. Yes, we'll take them. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. And I want to thank you so much. I want to thank you so much to our mods. They're wonderful. They got my back. I love it. There we are. There we are. So that's what's going on. Yes, I am very well aware that Proctor has resigned. I'm going to say that nicely. Did a reading on it. So there you go. Patricia, so worth the wait for the reading. Well worth it. Thank you. Lady Zelda is amazing. I've done 2 so far and helped me so much. Thank you. And for those of you who would like a reading, this is Scooby. You can go over to the website and order a video reading with me. And we're changing things around. Things are going to be very popular and very, very. She's wet. She's been sitting in the sink like she does. So there we are. There we are. So Kelly accidentally left her bowl outside a few days but I have manifested. It's collecting moon rays. It's collecting moon rays. Scooby has eczema, and it's very hard for me to hold her because she wants to just, she's an itchy girl. She's got meds. All is good. So everything is fine. So thank you, Michelle. Now, today's manifestation, and I know that it's very hard for everybody to manifest, but I've got to show you this. If you're ready, get ready. I'm going to share my screen, and then I'm going to explain exactly what this is. So hold tight. I'm sharing my screen here. When I saw this, I started to cry because it is that moving. Here we go. Adding this to the stage, and let me make this bigger for you, because that's what it's all about. Now, I'm going to explain this. This is a mechanism, and I think it's to the right of your screen. You're going to see 2 little white clips that look like this. They are actually on a mushroom. Now, this, you can have it open or you can have it closed, Patricia. This is going to be so amazing. I want you to see this. About 2 minutes long, okay? And I'm going to explain what this is. This little mechanism on this mushroom, if you look closely, it is a mushroom that those 2 little white clips are on. That is called a bioelectric mechanism, and it measures signals. What are signals? Vibration, frequency. Let me show it to you, my darlings. Here we are. Now, what you're seeing is the vibrations being recorded from this little mushroom. It is this mushroom that is making this music. And you're gonna see once this little mushroom figures out what he's doing, he does it, starts doing it more. Is he not adorable? Is this not just so adorable and so cute? Look at that little mushroom. He's doing this. And listen, he's getting into it because he finds that frequency of the downbeat. That's on the left one, the one that's closest to us. Yes. That is the mushroom doing this. It is the frequency and the electric signal on BB, you're too cute. This is the mushroom. Now, is that not amazing? And the next time you meet up with a vegetarian that says, "Oh, I am a vegetarian because animals feel," now you can think of the little mushroom because everything vibrates. And the reason this is happening is because there is a electrical current that basically is a frequency. That little mushroom figured out his frequency. And you know that? You know what's so cool? Right? Right, Wallflower? What are we supposed to eat? Well, we're supposed to be eating what God has given us. That's it. Except, I stick to the food laws in Leviticus. There you are. And that will help. And actually, a mushroom is not a vegetable. It is a fungus. It's a fungus. You should hear the vibration that comes off of raindrops, snow. So see, that basically is all about everything hums. You see, the earth has 8 hertz that it hums. And we all vibrate. Energy is all around us. Now, the point of me saying this to you today, there you go. Renee's got it because you know what? I want candy. Halloween candy. And why do the Reese's candy pumpkins taste so much better than just the Reese cups? And for everybody who says, don't eat candy, well, hand on the hip, what has candy ever done to you? So there you go. I have not tried Reese's Oreos because I don't like Oreos because they put lard. They put lard in the yummy stuff. Okay? But back to the reason I'm showing this to you. I need candy. Back to the reason that I'm showing this to you is this. If this little fungi, we're going to call him a fun guy and not a fungus, but a fun guy. If this little fungi can figure out in the middle of woods his own frequency and vibration, there is no excuse that any of us cannot do the same. This little fungus does not have a conscience. Doesn't have a conscience. Doesn't have a subconscious, pardon me, got to clean the glasses. Doesn't have a subconscious. He doesn't have a conscious. He is there vibrating. That's right. He's a little fun guy vibrating in the middle of the woods, making it all happen. And you know what happens? The leaves that are around him vibrate in a frequency. The trees vibrate. All kinds of great little things. And you know what happens when they're all vibrating together? It's like a little orchestra. They grow. Now, Hearsay's got a question. Hold on. Zelda, there of you with no makeup on. Is that really you or someone trying to act like you? Did you dye your hair blonde? If you see, I've been on here since 2017. So if you see videos of me with no makeup or blonde or redheaded or whatever the case may be, it's me. It would be very hard to impersonate me. So those are all me. No makeup, no makeup, all this, I went through a stage that I just didn't know what I was comfortable with. But you never know what I'm going to turn up. You just never know. But that's me. I don't see anybody in person. They just steal my content. They're not impersonating me because they can't. They just steal my content. So there we go. Zelda, can the ground be vibrating with the mushroom? Absolutely. See, the ground, which is the earth, vibrates on it number 8 hertz. Every hertz that is good for us is divisible by 8. So when you see these numbers of these hertz, as long as you can divide them evenly by 8 and not have a leftover number, sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm fine until I get here. I think it's my glasses that have a little speck in front of them. Anyway, if you can divide the hertz, the music that you listen to, the vibration, all of that, then it's good. Because the one thing is you have to be in harmony with the earth and with the universe. There's so many wonderful things that happen around us. And you know what? Sometimes we're just too busy to even see, to even think. And I want us to all get back to the basics. Here's why. First of all, I'm going to be messing with my bangs probably until I shave them back to here, and then I'll be messing with them again. There we are. Now, the one thing I want to share with you, we are coming to the end of a 9-year numerology 2025 when reduces to number 9. You can't go any further than number 9 in numerology because when you go to 10, you have to reduce it. So 1 plus 0 is 1. And I had some teacher try to tell me that 1 plus 0 is 0. And the principal tried to back that up. Now, if that's true, every numerology that I've ever seen from the beginning of time until now is hosed up. And that's not true. So we are in the year. We are in the year of number 9. What is number 9? Our years go in cycles, 1 through 9. In 2026, we start fresh. It's a new year. It's a new time cycle for 10 years. It's all fantastic. And see, that's why things seem like it's a little rough right now. Sorry, I am getting my earring. Okay. That's why it seems like it's a little rough right now. Because we're headed to the end. And it's like this year is like, you know what? We're just going to give it one last hurrah. Have you noticed that? Things seem a little off. They feel a little off. Well, just because things seem a little off and feel a little off doesn't mean that you have to. Take a lesson from the fun guy. That what intrigued me Renee, we sometimes don't share because it's not really safe. There's a lot of people here that like to, so I don't share where I am location-wise. Anybody who wants to do it can, that's fine with me, but that's why. So anyway, when you get to the point, when you feel your groove, that little fun guy, that little mushy the mushroom. Did you see what happened when he found his frequency? He was getting down. I'm serious. That little left hand of that, he found his groove. He found his beat. He was going to town. He was just getting at it. Getting down. And you noticed that it sounded like an even beat. That's because frequencies come in waves. Do you know that you do the same thing? That if we had a little bioelectrical signal outlet, and that's what that little piece of machinery is, that if you hooked it up to you or you placed it on you, you vibrate. Everybody vibrates at a different hertz. Do you know that you can tell if someone is ill or not by snicking a little tuning fork and putting it on your sternum? Do you know what that'll do? It will affect your body. And by giving you this frequency and vibration, it can be, not saying that it is, not claiming that, but it definitely can raise your vibration so you can fight off things, so you can fight what needs to be fought. That is so amazing, and you should. It doesn't have anything to do with aura in that respect, except your aura, color, frequency, vibration, all fit into one. This particular thing is when you are vibrating on a frequency that's good for you, your aura will change. Aunt BB2, hold on. Hi there, Patty. Hi there. Hello. I got the wrong one. That is an excellent question. And the answer is yes. This is called a bioelectric signal. Now, I want to tell you something else. Let's take someone who has a severe condition. His name has escaped me. His first name is Michael. Back to the Future Michael. I've seen some people click a tuning fork and put on him and put on his sternum, and he'll stop shaking. Now think about that. Michael J. Fox. Thank you so much, Kelly. Michael J. Fox. There are others who have severe things like that too. Pardon me. Thank you, everyone that have severe conditions like that, that it stops when the right frequency goes right here. Animals vibrate. My kitties. I can tell when their vibrations are off. I can tell in the house sometimes when a vibration is off. Even because I've got people upstairs. Parkinson's, thank you. I've got people upstairs that think that, what do I want to say? That think that screaming to the top of their lungs at 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, as though someone is unaliving them, and it's so disturbing, and it throws the whole frequency off because it's alarming to your body. That is a signal in itself. Pardon me, a scream is like an alarm signal. Why do people scream? I've heard people scream and laugh. I've heard people scream out of joy, but screaming primarily comes from an alarm. You are alarmed, therefore it alarms someone else. So I'm just going to say, you'll know it. Now, when people come to my house, they walk in the first minute, probably within the first 5 to 10 minutes, always. They'll look at my son and they'll say, "Is it always like this?" And at first he was taken back. But then secondly, there are 2 things. My house always smells good. I make sure because I got cats. So I wash the walls. I've got stuff. I've got, whatever. Okay. That's number 1. And nobody ever knows I've got a cat unless they do that wonderful thing that they know before the landlord's coming over, and they wait until about 2 minutes before it happens, and then go do a number 2 in the potty box. Aside from that. But the second thing is my house hums. It hums. You feel a humming. It's a positive. And it's not this thing, but you feel the frequency that is even, level. Why do I make sure it's like that? Because anytime anything could possibly be upsetting, could possibly be shocking, what happens is when you're on that level frequency, you remain on that level frequency, because guess why it's called bipolar? Because it goes so up and down, and people can't help it. If you want to be able to help your anxiety, help all that, then you've got to have your home humming. You got to have your home hum. I'll teach you how to do that. I know, Jerry. I can't wait. Jerry will give the report. Jerry will give the report. You see, and hearsay, that's pretty cool because horses are in tuned, animals are in tuned. That's why Aunt BB2 said that when you've got medical dogs, medical cats, medical birds, they're more in tune and they can pick up on this vibration. You know why we can't do that? You know why? Because we're too busy in our life. Do you know the average person spends 5 hours a day on social media, blindly scrolling? Oh, ha ha. Oh, God, look at that. Someone said the world is ending. Oh, wow. The rapture should have happened September 25th. I wonder if I went. Or September 24th. Blah, blah, blah. It is taken away. And here we are in social media. But you know what? I want it to be educational. And that's why I do a lot of these lives, because we sometimes, and a lot of us here, are into the crime cases. That's cool. But that can really weigh us down. That's so negative. And when you see, here's the worst part about it. The more of these crime cases that we see, and believe me, I've been 50 years in this business, the more crime cases, unalivings, divorces, loss, blah, 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 the more conditioned we come. And even though some of it may disgust us and some of it may be upsetting, we can't turn away. And we get conditioned. So, wow, this case is bad, but you should have seen this one. You should, and I mean, there's these funny acts that basically say, that they play the opening of, these shows, and people stop immediately what they're doing and they don't pay attention to anything else and they're watching them. I get it. I get it. But this is why we don't pay attention. We are so distracted. That's why our homes don't hum. That's why we have anxiety out the roof. We have ADHD. Some of these things I'd never heard before until somebody created them. Until somebody created what they were to be. And unfortunately, here's what I'm going to say. I blame our medical industry for a lot because of the medications, because of this, because of that. And quite frankly, when I was growing up, sometimes bad, but sometimes, not everybody now, but sometimes we just have to think of somebody having some bad behavior and stop making excuses and stop labeling people. I have never seen that so much in my life. I used to have a girlfriend who, if I were on the phone and I walked from one room to another and then walked back and then did this and then did this and then blah, blah, blah. Now, I'm not talking about anything. I'm not saying anything bad about anything, but I'm going to say I think there are some people who have been misdiagnosed on purpose because a doctor doesn't want to explain what's going on or doesn't want to take the time. Our mental health issues are on the rise. Certainly, there are some of these people that have these, and it is a challenge for them, and I feel sorry. But I got to tell you this girlfriend who, whatever, she would look at me and she'd say, "Oh, you have ADHD. What makes you say I have ADHD?" And she would say it as though it was something bad. And she'd say, "Well, you can't sit still. You're walking through the house on the phone." And I said, "I always do that. Because don't you know that it's bad to sit hours upon hours a day talking on the phone without moving? Oh, so you're going to label me ADHD because I'm moving for my own health. Stop labeling. And that's what I want. Stop labeling. Sometimes ADHD, those people who are labeled that, just need to get back on track. They've had so many things happen in their life that it's overwhelming to them. So I'm just going to say this. I'm not cutting anybody down for having anything. I'm not at all. No. It's harmful and it's hurtful, and I get it. But at the same time, don't claim it. Oh, I can't do that. I'm ADHD. No, you can do that, and you just have to adjust. You're capable of doing that. You have to just work through it. Because what happens when people start being labeled, they get so conditioned that they depend on it. They depend on it. That's right. I'm seeing all you're right. And again, it's not only ADHD, it's bipolar, all these things. Why does that happen? Why does society label us? Do you know that we are the biggest society in the world that labels people? Maybe we need to be bringing frequency, vibration, manifestation back to the masses, bring the bells back, bring all of those and fight diseases, fight these things, fight being labeled. And that's my point today. That's my point today. First of all, your breathing can help you control some of these things. You don't have to lean into it. Sometimes medication will cause things. Sometimes the lack of medication will cause things. And I'm not saying that it's bad, because I'm not cutting anybody down that has it. We want a word for everything, just like the Germans. Here's the German word for it, verrückt. That's what it is. It's verrückt. So it's so funny because they don't put really anybody through a lot of testing. You just say, well, I'm having a hard time this. Okay, you are this, you are this, you are this, you are this, you are this. And you're walking out thinking, I came for help. So now I'm being labeled. I'm given medication. You see what I mean? People are selling digital things. The ADHD cleaning guide. The cleaning guide for this. The cleaning guide. Look, why can't you just clean and put a guide and help people and say, look, this is what you do? Because with ADHD, you just have to compartmentalize. That's it. And if you compartmentalize it, sorry, I hit that. I'm getting like, hello. If you just compartmentalize it, now I'm not a doctor, but I've dealt with a lot of this over the years. That's going to help. It really, really will help you. But then you see there are those that make money on those that say, oh, I'm in that category. I better buy that cleaning guide, because another cleaning guide that doesn't mention that will not help me. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing. I had a doctor one time tell a person who was an acquaintance, she was on some type of nervous medication. She had a lot going on. She had a marriage, 2 kids, a job. Everything was requiring many, many times much of her time. And the doctor put her on this nervous medication. Well, it got to the point where her body was adjusting and it didn't help anymore. So he kept giving it to her and giving it to her. And then about in 7 months, she was a zombie. She couldn't think for herself. She couldn't think for herself. She'd go to work as a manager with shoes that didn't fit her. Her fingernails falling off, didn't have time to go to it. She was a mess. And the medication made her worse. So what's happening is we are treating symptoms and not the root cause. I want you to all take today and think about what your vibration is. Think about what vibrate, because you know what now? You can set your little dial, your inner dial. You can set your little inner dial to find the right frequency. Because think of it this way. You're a radio station. And if you want to hear a particular type of music, you hold on. Ashley Lauren, my darling. Hi, darling. Thank you. I'm in surgical ICU right now for the 3rd stomach surgery for Band-Aid when they can't do it or don't want to find the right cause now. Oh, honey, we're sending you all the healing and all the vibes, Ashley, that we can possibly send you. Just grab them in, absorb them. You're going to be okay. You're going to work through this. You have the power. You have the power. You're going to get through. You're going to be amazed how you can work on your own healing. So bravo, we're asking the doctors to have extra vibes to help you. Angel numbers, it's 744 here. It is 444 where Renee is. So let's get back to the... You're welcome, Ashley. Bless you, my darling. Bless you, bless you. You're going to be just fine. Now, I want you to think of yourself like a little radio. And I want you to think about when you turn on the radio when you're driving somewhere. Well, you have a choice. Listen to hip hop, oldies, 40s. You can listen to all documentaries. You can listen to top 40. You can hit dance, whatever the case. But I want you to think of yourself as a little radio and what bandwidth you are on. And I want you to think, what is it that you want? Just in the case of Miss Ashley, you want health and healing? You need to turn that vibration on so you are on the right code. So you're on the right, even vibration. You'll find the right hertz. You'll find what resonates. If you want to manifest, you'll go on 1. If you want to, if you want to be, let's see, a relationship, you'll go on another. If you want it all, you go on another. Now, we do have videos that are in the correct hertz. There's a playlist in True Oracle. If you go over there, you'll see them. And money, abundance, manifestation, all areas. I am the one. I am the one who's healed. I am the one who manifests. I am the one. And you just feel, you get to the point where it's so energetic that you don't have to think about those things anymore, because you'll put yourself right on that right frequency pathway, that right frequency track. And that's where you need to do it. So here's what I want you to say. First of all, the universe knows your name, by the way. And secondly, here's what I want you to say. If that little mushroom can have a beat like that, and it was an even beat, and he would go fast because he loved it. He loved it. Then you can do it. If there's a little mushroom that is sitting out in the woods who found his downbeat, that found his groove, the mushroom found his groove. Think about that. Just, that gives me chills. Think about it. Sorry, I had something cross over my light, it looks like. If he can do it, and you know what, that little mushroom, if he had a conscience, he's not sitting there going, oh God, I wonder if somebody's going to come along and pluck me away today. I wonder if somebody's going to put me in a cottage pie. I wonder if somebody's going to come along and tramp on me, or if a doggy's going to come along and do his business on me. I wonder. He's not sitting there thinking. He's thinking about keeping a beat. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to think of your beat. Think of your frequency. Think of your vibration. I am the one. And if you have to sit and do this, put some music on and start directing. That will help you with your frequency and your vibration. Put some classical music on that you like. Bring in the oboes, bring in the brass, bring in the drums. Put on this great music and start keeping a beat. Get creative. That puts you on the right frequency. And before you know it, I will tell you, your energy will raise. Anytime I need a little uplift, you know what I do? And this is why my house hums. I put on some really nice music and I walk around my house just so I can hear it. Sometimes I just put it through my earpiece and leave it on my phone, and I'll just direct. And now I'm going to tell you something. You better be by yourself when you do it. You better be by yourself when you do all this. But all jokes aside, that will help you. When you're keeping a beat, what does that do? Why? Because your heart beats in a frequency. Get it? Keeping up with the beat. Now, that little mushroom didn't have a heart, but he's connected to the rhythm of the universe, and so are you. This is a rhythm that cannot be replaced. Doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing. You vibrate through sleep. You vibrate when you are awake. It doesn't matter. You will see what this does. And anytime that you get down, anytime that you feel that you're not quite, you just don't know, think of that little mushroom. Because you know what? It doesn't matter. When you're doing the mushroom, when you got the mushroom on your brain, you're going to be thinking about that. Gee, if that little mushroom out in the woods can do that, imagine what you can do. Imagine. You know what? Your imagination is limitless. You have no limits in the universe. I know. I've done it. And believe me, manifesting some of the things have just amazed me that have come in. I have met goals with True Oracle channel that I just never even I imagined it getting to a certain degree, but getting to those degrees, wow. I have met goals in my personal life, goals in my business life, all kinds of things. Now, if you have a hard time sleeping at night, I don't play music. I put cat TV or the little birds up on my TV at night. Why? Because, first of all, it helps to hypnotize my cats, and they all line up on the side of my bed like this all night, watching the birds, and all their little faces go in the same direction. It's the most hilarious thing I've ever seen, but it's even good for them because they're vibrating, and it keeps them distracted. It keeps them going. It keeps them in a good place. You can do this. There's no reason you can't. Remember, there is the law of attraction. Then you manifest. You attract, and then the attraction turns into manifestation. How does that happen? Because you're on the right frequency. If you want a home, then you need to get on the right frequency of a home. Well, what do? Well, for me, I look at realtor.com and I sit and I think, okay, you know what? I don't like the fireplace there. So this is what I want. I want a fireplace and this location in my room. Okay, I want this and this. Okay, I don't want the primary bedroom on the first floor. That's what I want. Okay, I don't want a bathtub on legs or a slipper bathtub. I get in there, I won't get out. That's what I want. Da, 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 da. Now, it doesn't matter. Everybody gets hung up. Oh my God, they sold my house. Oh my God, I'm going to break down. Stop. They didn't sell your house. The house you want has got everything in it that you want. And if it doesn't, if it comes to you and falls in your lap and all the conditions are right, then you can fix what is lacking because it's just material. So you can do it. You can do it. Same thing with a relationship. If you want a relationship, make room for the person that you want in your life. Make room for them. And stop thinking when something breaks that it's the end of the world. I was cleaning carpets the other day. I like to clean my carpets. I'm just like that. Well, I've had my carpet cleaner for a few years. So the carpet cleaner pooped out while my carpets were wet. For a moment, I thought, oh no. And then I realized that I had a shop vac. And I was able to finish taking the water out of the carpets until I get another one. But what does that mean? It doesn't mean that my carpet cleaner broke because I'm being punished, or it broke because, oh God, that's horrible. Whatever. It means, oh boy, now I know because every time I clean my carpets with this carpet cleaner, I think, why didn't I get one that had this? Or why didn't I get one that had that? Well, this one doesn't pick up that well, or this one, I don't like the container, or I don't like the water thing, and I don't like you know what? This is an opportunity for me to stop. And so this is what I want you all to do. I'm going to put a carpet cleaner in my wish list. Now, it's not for somebody to buy it, and don't think that you have to buy it. But I want you to see what I'm wanting. And if you see it, I want you to say, that's Zelda's carpet cleaner. We can wish things to people, just like for all of you. I'm wishing things to each and every one of you. It's very true. You can do it with a rice jar too. And I'm telling you, you would be amazed. Now, I am about 3 weeks away, 2 weeks maybe, from knowing when I'm going to be able to do this house. There's a particular house in Tennessee that I want. It comes with acreage, so I can do what I want. I want to pay for my house in cash. I am not going to get a mortgage. I will not be strangled by a mortgage. So I will know when that comes about. And when it does, I'll announce it. And you will move with me because Captain Jerry and the chat will be coming here, helping me drive to it, helping me go. And that's it. And I will take the pictures. I will show you. Now, I'm not going to tell you where I live, but I will take pictures. I will do this. I will do that. You're going to see how wonderful it is. And first of all, I've got to thank Renee for sending a Cash App or a Cash App. Thank you so much for your generosity, my darling. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Another place that can happen, Pinterest. Go on Pinterest. Oh, wow. I happen to like that pattern. If you want to know my style and you want to look it up, you can look. I think you can even look up my Pinterest page. It is either under Psychic Zelda Kelly or Zelda Kelly, but you can see my style in his dark academia. That's my style. And I'm going to tell you, it's a good life. A good life. So I just want you to know that this is possible. And the tears came because if this little mushroom can do it, what's holding us back? Thank you, Debbie Frank. Thank you, my darlings, for sending. Thank you for sending me little tips. I appreciate it. Thank you, Linda. But I want you to show this. Jerry and Movie Truck and Videos. Yes, when the time comes, you will see Jerry and I. You will see, I don't know if my son wants on camera or not, but you'll see him. You will see all this stuff. And the reason I'm going to do it is not to brag. But the reason I want you to do it or want you to see it is because there would have been absolutely no teetotal way that I could have gotten a house and paid cash. Zero. None. And it came from circumstances and situations lining up the way they are supposed to be lining up. That's how it works. It's not that, pardon me. Yes. Renee, you and I both look at nail ideas. Mrs. Marie will send me pictures of her nails. Now, listen, I'm cleaning too much. The black nails that you saw me have and the red nails that you saw me have, I love those. I love mine. I love doing nails. But I'm going to tell you, I'm too hard. I'm constantly in the dishes, into cooking, into this, into that. I love the nails, but I got to keep them like this because I'm constantly typing and constantly creating. And that, yeah, I love those black nails too. But, sometimes they scare people. I would wear my little black gloves and do have the black nails. And somebody said, "Oh my God, I, I can't watch you because that's too ominous." I'm sorry. It's just hello. It's just that time of year. And I'm just hello. I'm not a fashionista. Look, I wear my Elvis shirt. It is what it is. Thank you so much, everybody. But I'm here to encourage you, to tell you that if I could do it, if I can do it, anybody can do it. If the little mushroom can do it and play that little beat, then anybody can do it. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to watch that mushroom again. Put a 1 in the chat. If you want to watch, if you just came in and you didn't see the mushroom, put a 1 in the chat. We'll play the mushroom again. It's just 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. Okay. Okay, there we go. Good choice. We'll look at now that you know all this, we're going to look at the mushroom again. Here we are. Let me set it up for you. Now, what you're seeing on the right, I don't think I can make it any bigger. Let me see if I can. Oops, no, that's me. Hello. There we go. Now, let me see. There we go. What you see, those 2 white clips are attached to a little mushroom. And I want you to watch him and see what he does. Here we go. That's him. He is the one moving that. It is called a bioelectric signal. Now look at it. Look at him. This is him vibrating. Now watch. See how he figures out he's getting on his own frequency. A mushroom. Yeah, let's get a mushroom. See, right? Now, I'm going to tell you what. Did you see what happened toward the end? He was kind of getting the hang of it. There's a fungus among us. That's right. He was kind of getting into that downbeat, wasn't he? He does not have, you're welcome, I think Danae, that's a beautiful name. Am I saying that correctly? Is it Danae? That's beautiful. I can't wait for your kids to see that too. I just think that's wonderful. But think of the organic sounds. Thank you, Standing. Think about how adorable he is. This little he's not thank you. Okay, good. Now I'll know you, Danae. So when you come back, I'll know that it's you. Thank you. I'm just amazed. But do you see what happens? He finds his little groove. Like, oh, that's me. Yeah. All right. I I'm in the woods. I mean, he's a rapper of the woods, man. He's the rapping mushroom going at it. Is that not the coolest thing? Just remember the rhythm of the universe is on at 8 hertz. Whenever you want music to help you with any circumstance, situation, anything, you if you can divide it by 8, it's the music for you. DJ Shroom, that's right, Mr. Shroom. There's a fun and you know what? He's not even a vegetable. Bless his little heart. He's just this little baby fungus. Yeah. He's got it happening. And you know what's so sad? This little mushroom has got it happening more than some of us. I just think it's amazing. I couldn't wait to share it with you. Now, we've got a couple of hundred people in these channels. If you'll do me a favor and give me a thumbs up, because it helps. And that I'm here to help you. Because I want you to think. You'll be thinking about this mushroom for a while. I know you will. Because, he's just trying to be a fun guy. That's right. I just got a mushroom in me. That's it. That's it. He was getting down, wasn't he? I just love that. When I saw that, I was like, they do this in some hospitals for the healing. Find the 8 hertz. See? There you go. That's very true. That's very true. There is a whole different. Oh, sorry. Don't know if you can hear that or not outside my window. Somebody just really doing some loud things with a vehicle. Now, I want to make an announcement. Thank you so much. I love that you guys love it here. Just a matter, love for the bean sprout. Just what a little I bet he's sitting there saying, "Hey, we need to get the band back together, right? We need to get this little guy tour T-shirts." I toured with him. You know what? You know what? That may be good merchandise. That may be good merchandise. I think I'm going to put some mushroom merchandise in there and basically say, I played in the mushroom band or something. Something. I'm vibrating with the mushroom. That doesn't sound good though, does it? But I'm from grew up in the 60s and 70s, and you know what I mean. There are other beings that are alive. That's right. And they did change. They changed the tuning. They changed all of the tuning so they could, because frequency manipulates us. Haven't you ever heard something that just felt so off and you just felt like that doesn't feel right? Doesn't feel like, Lady on BB2, don't you love that? I do. Yes, we know you're a tiny person. We want to show off the vehicle while you're driving. Yeah, that's right. The Allman Brothers had a mushroom logo. They sure did, Mary. Oh my goodness. Mushroom had needed to record it. Well, wasn't there a recording contract with Mushroom? Why am I thinking that? Mushrooms rock. That's right. Maybe he's talking to the other things. I heard the birds singing. That's right. See? And the birds were singing. Everything was just like Going to it. That mushroom taught me how to rock with the universe. Ashley, bless you. Isn't that cool? Waiting for my fun guy. Oh my gosh. Isn't that hilarious? I love it. Don't take funny mushrooms. Standing, standing, standing. I love it. Joanne, hi Zelda. Hi Joanne. I'm new to your channel, been watching your videos over the last couple of weeks. I think you're great. Thank you for your work from the UK. Well, thank you, my darling, across the pond. I appreciate you being here, Joanne. Thank you. Thank you. It's got to be late for you. Thank you. Emma, this mushroom is better than the little engine that could. I love that. I groove to the earth's vibe. Pick a mushroom. Oh my gosh, you guys are great. I have to write some of these down. Waiting for my fun guy. And then have a mushroom. Oh my gosh. Shrooms, the fun guy of the forest. Oh my gosh. You guys are great. You guys are great. Debbie, I do need to have a slogan contest. I do. We need to do that. Mushroom merch. That's it. We need to do that. See, do you see now? Do you see how that manifested? Do you see how that manifested into something? It started out just with this little innocent, just started out with this little incident, an innocent video. And now look, it's mushrooming. Oh, bad boo, Zelda. It's mushrooming into merchandise. It's mushrooming into much bigger and better things. Let's hope not into a mushroom cloud. But hey, if it helps to get the word out there, we'll do it. Listen, in my little research, because I'll tell you something, I do every week, I do a whole sticker. Does anybody here like stickers? I've heard people say, do stickers, but it's like, I don't know. I don't do stickers, but that doesn't mean anything. Is stickers a thing? Let me know. Is stickers a thing? A mushroom insulated tumbler. Would that, I don't know if I can find one. Would that be hilarious? I think Fall Guy or Wallflower, I think I'm going to put Fungi on one of them. There's going to be several. There's going to be several that I'm going to put, but I think that's going to be one of them. Fungi's resonate with me, right? Scratch and sniff, bring it back. Oh my gosh. A scratch and shift. Did you hear what I said? A scratch and sniff mushroom. Oh. You know, we used to go mushroom hunting when I was a young girl. And I love mushrooms. Don't tell him that. I don't want him to be afraid. Pretty colors of mushrooms, believe me. Eco-friendly coffins made of mushrooms is a thing. Look, we have started. We've started something. We've started something. Okay, stickers for tumblers, computers, phones. Lots of creators have them, but if you don't like them, toss it and go for the big guy t-shirts. I didn't know stickers, you know, okay. You know, just because it's not that I don't like them, it's just kind of like not my bag. But if it's other, you know, hey, I see other people have stickers. I'm not against it. My biology teacher would tell us no Debbie Downers here. Be fungus in a party bus. Oh my gosh. Fungus in a party bus. Oh my gosh. You guys, You guys are great. Equal says, I gave out free stickers at an art fair I helped organize. People were very happy about it, like they were cupcakes. Okay. Not your parents' mushrooms. Karen. Listen. You have to be from a certain era. If you know, you know. That brought tears to my eyes. I was laughing so hard. Amber, oh, let me look. Let me look, my darling. Let me look. Let me look. Amber, I got it. Bless you. I got it. Thank you. Thank you. So it is Debbie, Frank, and Amber. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And then I got a cash app. So thank you so much. There was a outage today of internet and Amazon, and Venmo was the only thing that didn't work for me, and Amazon was So anyway, Laura, I've been lurking. Love you guys. Zelda is such a fun place to be. Well, you know what? That's what we have to be. We have to be. Everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome. You can have cup wraps made and put them on tumblers. See, okay. I have to have, because YouTube has to approve, and they have their approved people. We are going to be changing merchandise shops, because the shop that I'm with right now, and that True Oracle, they're a little bit limited. We're going to be revamping, and I've got a new that is approved by YouTube. But anytime you put a shop or any link or anything, it has to be approved by YouTube. So I'm going to be getting that all together, and I'm going to change, and I've got to put some other merch on there. So maybe we could say something funny about Chris. Oh boy, that's pushing the envelope, Wallflower. Oh, that's funny. Can you use the company that Microdots used? I think his merch was the best. He does have great merch, and I'm going to be finding out where that is. It's either that one or the same company that attorney Melanie Little uses. And that is, oh, look, Allison, my darling, also sent something in. Thank you, my darling. Thank you. And that is New England vibes. You didn't think that I saw that, because I was saying Nebraska, New England. So thank you so much for that little gift. Thank you, my darling. Thank you. So it's either the one, because Melanie Little has very good merch. And see, she can give away things, and there's other with the store that I have right now, it's very difficult to do that, and they don't offer discounts and all that other stuff. So okay, I know my hubby day trades, and he came home upset over it. Yeah, there were a few things that were, but it seems like, I'm getting Venmos in, so my bank was okay. Hey, manifest your own economy. I flourished in some of these economies that you would think. My family used to look at me and say, because they never got it, they were the perfect employees. Have you had a family like that? Or you that way? I'm a perfect employee of myself. I work for three people, me, myself, and I. And Mrs. Marie with True Oracle, but she's the owner of True Oracle, and she's a buddy, so I don't count that, because we're like in this together. But she's the woman behind the woman. And oh my gosh, I didn't see that. Shrooms on brooms for Halloween. Oh my gosh. This little fellow doesn't know what he did. He is sparking a revolution. That little mushroom, bless him. Yeah, I went to Cancun with Melanie. Yeah. So Yeah, you guys have got some great. There you go. Debbie, you have asked that, and I'm getting to you right now. You do have to answer the questions before when you go in to get a new reading, you have to answer the questions. The one thing that you have to answer is because I just can't I don't have the bandwidth. I like to concentrate. I don't want to play that, well, let's see what's going on generally. Obviously, you've got questions, and that's why you want a reading. So this is what you do. I am an XYZ zodiac sign, so that way I know where to pick you out in the reading if it comes out. And then you can say, I want to know about my job. I want to know about my relationship. Anybody that you ask about, say, look, I have this person in my life and she is, he is a Leo, Gemini, Pisces, Virgo, whatever the case may be. If you get one question, though, make sure it's just one question, because I have people order one question videos and ask 17 questions within the one question. Dear Zelda, I would like to know about my career. Now, this guy is doing this and this is doing this, but he says this and they say this. And am I going to be moving, or am I going to be doing this, or am I going to be doing that? And thank you for reading my one question. It doesn't turn out that way. So Melanie does not use Shopify. She used another one, but I also want the qualified of the Shopify does not, on my end, give a good, good. I don't know. I don't like to say. It just depends. I went ghost hunting with Zelda. That's coming, Denise. Went ghost hunting. I was the ghost that Zelda was hunting. Yeah. I want to be a ghost, so Zelda hunts me. My son is standing here and he's looking at me like, Mom, you're completely daft. I'm leaving the room. He's like, here, this is what my son says. Give me a minute. Now there's going to be a noise come up here. This is what my son says.
Shut.
This is my son.
Shut.
When he's done listening to stuff and silliness, even he says that anywhere. And he'll look at me and go, Mom, shut. He doesn't tell me to shut, but it just means shut it down. It doesn't mean to shut up. Just shut it down. Shut it down, Mom. Mary says, oh my gosh, stickers of don't be a bad actor with cards of the bad actor. Listen, I would love to sell that stuff, but I will get in trouble, copyright trouble. I might be able to make likenesses. Have you seen Hank and his ham sandwich? Let me show you Hank and his ham sandwich. I did this one. Let me show it to you. But I can't show his face. I might be able to do a little bit of likeness, but I can't show Hanky's face on my merchandise, or he will have a litter of kittens. But here's another one that might be good. Let me see. Hold on. Here's your favorite quack psychic. Now, I do have that in the merchandise store, but I think I need to bring her out more. And I need to bring out the going down the bunny trail, because she's a cutie. She's a cutie. And I made her to be in my House of Zelda cards. So here we are. So there we are. You guys are hilarious. You guys are hilarious. I love it. Thank you, Bia. You guys, I love it. I have a new band. That's right. Emma says, Zelda and the Shrooms. We all found our beat. That's right. You guys, You guys are hilarious. Shut the front door. That's right. You guys see my son. He's in there talking. Come close. My son has turned into my dad. I'll hear him talking to his buddies, and he'll say, I can't stream on Monday night, Thursday night, Saturday night, and every other Sunday. And they'll say, why? And he'll say, because my mom is streaming. Now, listen, that is something in his group that moms just don't do. And they'll say, your mom is streaming, because he doesn't say, yes, my mom is a grifting psychic. She's done, He just doesn't, because they don't talk. They don't talk together like we talk on their streams. And he'll say, yeah. And somebody will figure out, oh my gosh, is your mom Zelda Kelly? And he'll say, yeah. And they're like, oh my God, my mom watches her. So he gets a little embarrassed. So yeah, Zelda quacks me up. Yeah, I'm quacking it. I've got the weirdest sense of humor. I love the bunny, Denise says. I'm just a normal mom. I need 5 minutes to go brush my teeth and call 45 people. And I ate shrooms. I was actually thinking about putting some funny looking little voodoo dolls, but people, you know what I mean. I've got a weird sense of humor, but I love that. I'm just Kelly. I love that. Do me a favor. If you guys have got, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to have a little merchandise contest. Give me a day to put it together. And then we'll have a little contest. Okay. Zelda, I think that always happens. The roles get reversed. Yeah. And I mean, he just kind of, Now, when my mother didn't make it to 65, but when my grandmother made it to 65 and my great-grandmother made it to 65, when the grandparents made it to 65, they were just like old farts. Not Zelda. I'm just getting started. Mushroom hunting like Elmer Fudd, one hunting Bugs Bunny. Shh. Be very, very quiet. I'm on the hunt for mushrooms. Oh my gosh, be very, very quiet. You guys, I'm going to be at this. Thank you. I'm going to be at this now. Jackie, it's okay, darling. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Jackie. You're so adorable. Zelda, hey, you know Jethro Tull. I sure do. Jethro Tull, I sure do. I love it. Standing Stones is an old soul. He's here with us, and I mean that in a good way. I love this. Thank you so much. Now I've got to make, let me see. Is it possible to have a cup that when you pour coffee in, a mushroom appears? I'm probably going to get somebody to looking into it saying, Zelda, we heard you were growing mushrooms. Wait a minute. There's a sound coming. Hold on. There's a sound coming. Hello. My name is Agent Oobligada. Zelda, we heard that you're growing mushrooms in here. Will you let us in so we can look at the place? Can you fathom? Can you fathom? Yeah. I'm keeping Standing on the Straight and Narrow. Standing painted me a gorgeous picture. Give me a second, my darlings. I'm going to be right back. I want to show it to you. Give me. Hello, I'm back. Standing Stones painted me this beautiful picture. I don't know if you can see it. You might be able to. You know what? Let me cut the green screen off because I really want you to see this. Oh, and now you can't see it at all. Hello. What the heck? Zelda. Hold on. None. There we go. Do you see how beautiful this is? This Standing Stone, look how talented. And he knows that I love historic art that looks like folk print. And that is just, I love this. Now I have to put my background back up because this green doesn't do much for me. What are we going to put up there now? Well, we'll put up the castle. And I better put the green screen back on here because I don't like to have a halo of green. Here we are. I love this. Pardon me. And that will be hanging in my office. 70 is the new 60. I'm looking at it like 65 is the new 40. Melanie's merch is amazing. Fit, material, quality are awesome. Price is good too. See, that's how I feel. I want to do something, you know. I had so much fun listening, but it's late here in Germany. Wie geht's du? Ich liebe dich. You guys are so funny. Oh my gosh. She just choked on a cookie. Don't choke. Off the heat or cold cups. Bugs was the best. The Halloween cartoons, aren't they though? I keep seeing somebody on the Twix. Somebody, I have to fix my green screen. Oh, hello. How are you? Welcome to the Invisible Woman. Hold on. There we are. Had to fix that in the corner there. Somebody on the Twix plays these old cartoons that are from the 1930s and 40s that, my gosh, so funny. I love it. Magic mushrooms. I knew we were going to get there. Well, it was kind of leading in that direction, unfortunately. Cemetery headstones turn into mushrooms. You guys, this little mushroom has started a movement, hasn't he? I could probably do a reading on Hanky, but I think he's pretty much out of things now. I think Lolly is probably defecating in biblical proportion about right now. You guys get a cow pasture and figure it out from there. I feel like a mushroom. People keep feeding me poop and keeping me in the dark. Because you know I don't say the other. Now, I'll cuss in Germany, or I'll cuss in German or Italian. But I don't know what it is. It just doesn't sound as bad. Now, the other night I said PISS, but beyond that, I haven't said hardly anything. Let me see. That's good. Thank you, Susan. I love you being here. It's gorgeous. Standing Stone was so adorable to send that to me. I love it. Let me see. Carolyn is part of the Rewind crew, and yes, my darling. And I want to take a moment and I want to say to all of our friends who are abroad, not abroad, anywhere else that is not seeing this in the particular time slot, we welcome you. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. We don't forget you. We love you and we thank you because you're a big part of the community too. It's like this is your first shift and now it's the second shift coming in. We love it and thank you so much. And I need to thank you more for coming here and being, because you are really a big part of the community. We have a big part of the community that's all around the world. So there you go. Let me see. Did you see Hank's Hammies? I did not see that suggestion. Somebody put it in there again. Instead of Magic Mike, you can have Magic Mushroom and have him showing his abs. You guys, you little stinkers. The Invisible Woman, that's right, came for Halloween. Hey, I want to share this with you. I was cruising through my Roku app last night because, you know, it's one of those bad situations where you like have 156 streaming services and you can't find anything to watch. It was late. I had watched a Hitchcock double feature on Turner Classic Movies. And then from there, I was still in the mood to have that old Halloween vibe. I found this app called Mo Me Too. It's hold on. I'll put it down here. Mo Me Too. That's what it's called. Mo Me Too TV. I felt like I was going to shapeshift. I found all of these Wolfman, Dracula, Peter Cushing. I watched Dracula. I don't even know what year it was. I think 1945, Dracula with Peter Cushing. I was just like glued. I'm like, oh my heck. So if you haven't seen that, check out Mo Me Too. Because I think that you guys will love that. Honey, I love you being here. I love you being here. On BB2, I bet all the bad actors are sweating as they should be. You know what? Just how much more can you lawyer up? Right? It's just like layer upon layer upon layer upon layer. You got this over here and this over here and this over here and this over here. I'm telling you, Proctor is the butt of all jokes, isn't he? You wrong. You wrong. You thought you deleted that. Auto delete. How many people do we think are, since Thursday or Friday, deleting their phones? Tully, Morrissey, all of them probably go, oh my God, Higgy's probably running to every kiosk in town. Oh, help me delete this. Oh my God. Can you believe it? And if they ever get their phone plucked and they see that from these dates they've been deleting, What does that tell you? That's guilt by association in my book. That may not be legal. They're running out of criminal defense attorneys, right? And there's got to be some type of China wall because, these attorneys can't be doubling up. Reddington is taken. Right? So yeah, they're in a big world of hurt. Apple Store still sees an influx of new phones. So the problem is you can't manipulate the cloud. You can't manipulate the cloud. Somebody just sent in and hold on. Please do not. Okay, it's an anonymous one. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Now just remember, if you send me something on Cash App, all I can do is send you a little heart. But that means I love you and thank you. On Venmo, when I can get my Venmo open, I can send you a little thing that says, "You are adorable, my darling. Thank you so much." Mary says, Tully does selective deleting. He was caught in TV. Of course he is. I mean, talk about a wild web. Beatrice, I think we're in for a lot of lawyers lawyering out of mass. Yep. Patricia says the CW is throwing Michael Proctor all the way under the bus and back again. He's got tire tracks on his forehead. This guy, this is bad. But thanks, Aunt BB, too, because I forgot that I said that something big was going to happen on the 18th to the 20th. And Aunt BB, if you're here, were people talking about that in Melanie's chat, or did you just remember that I said that? So I don't know. But either way, it's good. Now, I want to share something with you while we're on that thing. Oh, they were? Okay. Wow, that's amazing. I'm so happy that people remember that because I didn't. New meaning to Jimi Hendrix Crosstown. Oh, yes, they were. Cheryl, thank you so much. Oh, that just makes me feel so great because, the one day that I'm just listening, I wasn't there. Karma's bus is now loading and just driving all over, picking up new people for the Karma. I'm not sure who has the phone. Rosemary, the lawyers? Not Rosemary. It was the lawyers, I think. And you know what I liked about Judge Krupp? Judge Krupp was now starting to raise an eyebrow. Yeah, the CW has at this point. Patricia, thank you. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Thank you. I like Melanie. I've invited her back again. She's busy, so we'll see. She'll come back. She'll come back. We're going to do some things together. Now, I want to I've been wanting to make this announcement. This is a big deal. Okay, so now let me get this correct. Mark your calendars. For October, I had to write something down, my darlings. Mark your calendars. October 29th. That is Wednesday next week. We're going to be busy. I might be streaming every day. But Wednesday next, October 29th, we will be having a fundraiser for Kelsey Fitzsimmons. My son and I are collaborating. Now, here's the thing. Okay? Here's the thing. Everybody's having fundraisers. I'm so happy. But I'm also going to tell you that Kelsey watches. And I want to make her smile. I want to make her laugh. I want her to know that we're feeling very positive for her and for her attorney, Timothy Bradle, and for her family, and especially for her little sweetheart baby. But it's about Halloween. And so my son, because he is a professional gamer, he plays in tournaments, he does all this, you guys have heard me. I'm going to be streaming him. He's going to be off camera because I have his camera. So he's going to be off camera. I don't think she's watching now, but I'm going to write to her and say, "We love you, Kelsey." And my son is going to be streaming a game called Resident Evil 4, which is a remake. Now, for those of you who are not gamers, it's just like a little storyline, kind of realistic, but it's kind of cartoonish looking. And it's about a rookie police officer that fights off zombies. And his job, and this came out years and years ago, and this is a remake, but he is sent in, his name is Leon Kennedy, and he is sent in because the president's daughter was captured by the bad guys. And they're making zombies out of people, and they want to make a zombie out of the president's daughter. Now, this is a long time ago, like a movie in a game form. So Leon Kennedy, who my son will be playing Leon, is supposed to go in and fight off and get to the bottom of things and get rid of these bad people, but the zombies. And it's Halloween. And it's a police officer fighting evil, fighting crime, and fighting for the good. And we're going to be here feeling happy, feeling good for Kelsey. And we're just going to be doing something different because we have to help her now. We're going to do one more in November. And the next one that he and I are going to do is a fundraiser for Aaron Spencer, who is now running for sheriff in Arkansas. I don't have a date on that. It's probably going to be another horror type game. And I'm excited because you're going to hear he and I bantering back and forth. You're going to hear him talking. You're going to hear him do his Christopher Walken. You're going to hear him. We're going to be doing this. And if people want to come in, Attorney Melanie, Attorney Nan, anybody, Bia, Boston Bia, DJ, Maza, if anybody, especially, Mike Crawford, they want to come in. My son plays the Dead Zone. And especially right now, it's Halloween and they're playing all these games. It's all I can do to keep up with them. In the old days, I was a competitor player when these games first came out. That's how my son started to play. He was 4, and I would take him with me. And in Knoxville, Tennessee, at a mall, they had a tournament. I played the original Resident Evil. And they didn't want to let me in because I had my son with me. And I was the only woman, and I was an older woman. These are young men. And I told them, I said, look, I'm going to pay you extra to enter. My son will sit here, and he is golden. He's not going to say a word. And he's not going to be nothing. He's not going to be nothing. And you can sit here and watch him. And if you're uncomfortable, if he makes anybody uncomfortable, he's not going to scream. He's not going to cry. He's my sidekick. Okay, they let me in. We played, and I won a trophy for competitive against, I think it was 128 people, competitive time trial without being unalived once. And my son took the baton because that's what I did. And he ran the baton from me. Now what do I play? Oh, I still can play those older games, but there's no way I can keep up with them. He's like, Mom, you got to play with us. Mom, you. No, I always wanted to play Halo, and I can't keep up with them. So it's just changing of the times. So you will see us, pardon me, bantering. You will see us bantering back and forth. You will see us. You'll just see us. You'll see us going through. You'll hear him. You'll hear the game, and we can name all the zombies after all the people that we don't like. We can call them whomever. I love Halo 2. I mean, Halo 2, the game. And listen, the soundtracks that they have in these games are better sometimes than soundtracks they have in movies. I was the mom who stood out at midnight with my son in front of GameStop waiting for releases of games. And my son is, I know where my son is. He's not a druggie. He's not a drinker. He's not a nothing. And he's now working that, and he's very competitive. Go. So there we are. So with that said, I would love Fall Guys. It's so silly. Probably. So my darlings, so keep open. October 29th, I'm going to write to Ms. Kelsey. Oh, does he, Melanie? That's cool. My son's not on YouTube. He plays on Twitch. So anyway, so keep your Master Chief. Absolutely. Keep that date open. It's a Wednesday night, October 29th. And I will be asking, I'm going to write to and hopefully get it mailed out tomorrow to Kelsey so she sees it ahead of time and just tell her, because I know she watches these other channels. And I just want to make her smile and know that we're thinking about her. But we can talk about what's going on with her case. But at the same time, we can have some fun and some viewerships, and we can come in here and we're not having fun at her expense. We want her to be with us. She's one of us. She could be any one of us, just like Karen. Just like Karen. She's still here. She still is above the ground. She's going to come around this. She's going to make it through. And to heck with Justin. And we may just may name one of these guys Justin. And Proctor. And a judge. And who all knows. But it's all in the name of Kelsey. And we're going to do that. And then we will do Aaron Spencer. On BB2, yes. Mike and I have talked about it a couple of times, and I've sent him a couple of messages. So I am going to I am going to share that with Mike and share it with him as well. And I'm going to give Mike a link in case he has a minute. He can come in and say hello and, whatever. So yes, great idea. But, me being the old fashioned formal, if I can get a letter out to her and tell her we are 10,000% behind her and we're here for her and we want to raise her vibration, we want to make her smile and happy because she knows about her case. She knows. And that's the thing. So we will just go ahead and continue on. So my darlings, we've come to the end of this shroomy video You guys are fantastic. Wings out, talons sharp. Absolutely, Kat. I am thrilled that you guys are here tonight. Um, oh, Denise, is that right? Is your son a content creator too? Very good. Very good. I love it. I love it. Yeah, my son doesn't, he's not really got into the YouTube thing, but you never know. He's growing. He's got some things happening. We'll just go from there. So, and I'll keep you informed of how he's doing too. Um, that's funny. Wild how many of us have gamer kids and wonder if they ever play together. I wonder the same thing too. I wonder the same thing. Hold on a second. Hold on. Joanne had a question. Zelda, I know it's going off the subject. It's okay. I do it all the time. The picture with the castle in the background, I see an image of a face. Well, I made this, and I hope it's a good face. This face over here, but I don't know where you see the face, but that's cool if you do. My son tried Kick, and wow, and I've tried Kick, but I guess you have to sometimes there's a lot of trolls on there and you got to, and I'm one of his mods, if you can believe it. I'm a mod on his channel on Twitch. So there you go. If you ever see him playing, you'll see Lady Zelda right there modding away. So honey, came in late, but we'll watch the replay. Gotta give Zelda the watch time for the algorithm. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I just want to say this, for those of you who can't donate to your favorite not so grifting psychic, I'm going to say that. For those of you who cannot donate, do me a favor and please watch an ad if you don't have YouTube Premium. Just watch an ad. That helps. You cannot believe, you can't believe how that much that helps. It really does. And we appreciate ya. We appreciate ya. Mitchell, good night, Zelda and Mod Squad. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, Kelsey, everybody, please remember to hit the like button. Do me that favor already. Had so much fun, and I like to go with both channels. Thanks, Mary. I like it too because you know what? There just seems to be a flavor for both of us, and that's what I'm doing. So now the next live, my darlings, this is Paranormal Petey, who's come to say hello. There we are. Petey Pink Nose. Karen, I've watched several ads for. Thank you. That helps. It really does. You're welcome, my darlings. You're welcome. You're welcome. Now, the next live. Okay, hold on. Sam, I love your Charlie Kirk readings. I think you're brilliant. Oh, well, there goes my headspace. Thank you so much, my darlings. I mean, my head will blow up. I think you're brilliant. Good night, Patty. Good night. Sam, thank you so much. If you haven't seen that series on True Oracle, that's the only place I'm putting it. I have done tonight. I've listed one with some numerology that it shocked me to the point where I had to do it 2 or 3 times. And I wonder if it's a destiny thing, because sometimes these things happen. And I just wonder. So if you want to see me doing the numerology, a little bit of Zeldan Codex, head on over to True Oracle and watch the newest Charlie video. He knows. Look at him. He knows he's beautiful. Don't him? Yes, him do. He knows he is. He's a kisser too, but then he'll nip. He is my, what is the left eye makeup? Hello. I don't know, honey. Every angle's a good, yes. This is Petey has chosen my son. When my son comes out of the room, this guy, meow, meow, like he's never seen him. Please. My son has a little bed. Yes, Angel. No. My son has a little bed that is attached on a little stand on his desk where he plays. And this thing, right, honey, will go in. He's pretty big kitty. He will go in and sit in that little bed and watch my son play. He's just he's that boy. But he's a beauty little boy. Now I called him Petey because when he was a baby, he had this very prominent circle around his eye and reminded me of the Petey from Little Rascals. So there you go. Veronica Lake eye makeup. Oh, nice. So he's a good man. All of them are good. Scooby struggles the most. She's got eczema. She is blind in one eye. Bless her heart. She sleeps with mommy every night. So it is funny how they gravitate to people. You know, Sammy was always me. Sammy is always me. Riley, you don't see Riley. Riley is huge. He's huge. Riley is like 22 pounds. He's sitting behind my monitor waiting for me to get done. So there you go. Okay. We've got another really off topic, but didn't anyone ever wonder how all of those people saw Karen's vehicle out of the front window? I feel they would have to actually be looking. There's so much, you're right, Eileen. There's so much more to that story, and we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Now, I think in this last reading, either the 22nd or the 24th will be significant. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see. No, none of the cats are Maine Coons at all. You see how little Sammy is, and she's the mama. She is the mama. Look how he's got his hands. Oh, and he keeps opening his mouth, and he needs a piece of gum. So there we go. You should hear him purring. Petey is a big, beautiful boy. He is. So thank you so much. Now, my darlings, the next live, we're coming down to the wire. We only have 2 left. Look at this tail, see? He's annoyed right now. I don't know what's going on. We only have 2 more Help I'm Haunted left before Halloween. Thursday night, 7 p.m. Be there. Aloha. So Thursday night, 7 p.m. And then Saturday night, 7 p.m. More Halloween content. We're just gonna go with it. Why not, right? And then the following week is going to be very busy because I have Ichabod Crane's menu that I'm going to be making. We're going to just be talking about some other things, and I've got a very interesting. I might do it this Saturday night. You don't want to miss it. It's about centuries old stuff. And then my vampire, we're going to have our little talk, and you're going to be hearing that as well. I spoke with him yesterday. He's been watching the channel. Hello, Lord Gregor. And he lives in a castle that kind of looks like this. So I've made all the art on his channel for him. And I had one Zoom call with him. And he looks very close. And I'll show you a picture of him because I can't. Listen, if I were there, and Lord Gregor, I have said this, if I were there, there would be, he would have a hard time. I would be chasing him down. Okay, buddy. Just his whole demeanor and his whole hello. He lives in the Castle of Vale Keep. And let me see if I can find him for you. Give me a second because I want you to see him. He's handsome. And he's got some red hair on him. And I know that doesn't listen. I wasn't really a redheaded girl. I wasn't really, I'm that doesn't really like float my boat. But then when I saw Lord Gregor, I had to change my mind. And I can admit sometimes you just can be open to different things. I've got to find that art that I made him. And there is a give me a second, my darlings. I know. Talk amongst yourselves. Hello, my darlings. I've got everything and everybody here but what I wanted. Let me see where he is. Veil of the Keep? No, that's not right. Oh, I know what to do. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'll find him. I'll find him. We shall find him. I will follow him. Follow him wherever he may go. Okay. Here it is, House of Veil Keep. And if you go on there, I've made a little bit of I've made a little bit of stuff for him. Watch this. Watch this. This is pretty amazing. I'm going to show you some of his content. Just because, well, we're here, we might as well do it. Here we are. Yes, give me a second. He won't mind. He won't give me the ding. He won't copy strike me. Let me see where he is. Watch this, my darlings.
They did not cast me out for thirst. They cast me out for the color of my crown. They feared prophecy more than blood, and silence more than screams. They did not cast me out for thirst. They cast me out for the color of my crown.
He was cast out. Now watch this.
The fire never dies in this room.
The portrait talks.
Not from warmth, but because something still waits in the chair across from it, still watching. The fire.
Now, I'm going to show you Zelda. Here we are.
There are few moments left in this world that still carry weight, and fewer still that echo across realms. Soon, the veil shall stir. She is coming, the one they call Lady Zelda Kelly, the seer who walks in light yet speaks the tongue of shadows. For the first time, day meets night, and the keep shall listen. You would do well to listen too. And when she speaks, the stones themselves will remember. The time will be announced very soon. Please join us.
Okay, well, that's my own channel. There we go. Hold
There
on.
are few moments left in
Let me
this
see.
world.
I want you to see the.
There are few moments
No,
left.
I guess the thumbnail is not going to show. I wanted to show you the thumbnail. Maybe you can see it because I want you to see him. Give me another second, my darlings. Sorry. I don't mean to bore you. But let me see. Oh, well, you can see him here. The House of Veil Keep. If you want to go over there, in fact, let's do this. You want to go over there and subscribe. You'll be the first to know when that's coming out. A good-looking fellow. And just so you know, I made all the artwork for his channel. There you go, my darlings, is the link to that channel if you want to go over there and subscribe. This is the guy who didn't care for the grilled cheeses. No, that's the vampire that I'm going to be having the podcast with. And we are trying to work our schedules together. So I did all the animations, all the art, everything for his channel. He has asked me, I met him elsewhere. He has asked me to come on his channel and do the podcast. So you'll find out, I will announce it when that podcast is ready. So there you go. I'm telling you. And Lord Gregor, I was kind of, we banter back and forth. He's got a sense of humor, but he's so serious. But those are likenesses because I had a Zoom call. I wanted to see that. I wanted to see him. I'm not going to take anybody, hello. I'm not going to be catfished by a vampire. He looks just like that. He looks just like that. He allowed me to take a screenshot and I made this art that looks like him. I told him, I said, look, I've sworn off. Mr. Darcy ruined my dating. And I've sworn off. But I might make an exception for you, Lord Gregor. But you are a little old for me. He thinks that is the funniest thing that he has heard. Because to me. So you will not see him. But what we will do, because I'm working out some type of stuff, I'm going to tell you he is going to be talking, and I'm hoping maybe I can get him to do it for Saturday night. Because he has something that he wants to talk about that happened in 1597. And it's very fitting for this time. But the story is, he does need a mushroom. He needs to, I asked him, have you flied? Have you ever flied to Tennessee, Lord Gregor? I'll make sure that I get a place in a basement that's a dark corner. You can hang from a rafter or you can lay in a box. It doesn't matter. But boy, oh boy, would you not make a wonderful fixture in my home? You don't need tuning forks. That's right. I don't need any tuning forks with Lord Gregor. If he is watching, I'm now so embarrassed. But he's very that accent is just so totally that Northern European. Yes. Probably the one man on earth that could handle me. Let's not get upset. All right. So, Lord Gregor, if you're listening, I'm sorry that I'm making such a funny fool. But I have to. But this is such an interesting thing. This is such an interesting thing that he was talking to me about. He actually talked to me about some of my ancestors. And he's supposed to be interviewing me. I certainly have nothing that would be of interest compared to what he has. I know. Stop, Zelda. I know. Right? But we're going to be getting a lot of questions because I want you to know something. He is not that type of vampire like Barnabas Collins. He's certainly not like Edward Cullen. He was cast out because he's not that dark hair persona. He had red hair. and was cast out. His story is just hello. I do have, and I'm going to be going on there right after this because my Amazon wasn't working very well because of the outages. I do have to update it a little bit because I'm starting to get doubles now where I need to take some things off the list. But if you do have a chance, everyone can go over there. I want you to see the manifesting of the carpet cleaner that I want to manifest. And I don't mean for you to buy it. I mean for you to send me the vibes because it will manifest very, very soon. So anyway, he is not the only one. I've met vampires before. I actually was very lucky to have beignets and coffee at Cafe Du Monde. And I met Anne Rice. And that's when she was writing Lestat, I think. I think that's when she was writing that one. And I did know that she was very upset that they picked Tom Cruise for Interview with a Vampire. And then she got over it. I just thought that was a little odd too. But it is. I love vampire too. I love them. I love them too. My family has this thing, and I put it in my playlist. I do have a legendary werewolf thing that my ancestor, Ottilie, or some people call her Ottilie, experienced back in the day, in the 1600s. One came to the house and made a deal with her and left her alone, left the lambs alone, left everybody else alone, because he knew what she was, which I really don't understand what she was. But her sister, they were kind of in exile, and her sister was an herbologist. There were periodicals, books, all kinds of things. It's my understanding they still may be in Görlitz. I'm not sure. Anyway, it is the way it is. There you go. There you go. I don't know. Well, let's be careful what we put into the chat, but it is what it is. Everybody can do what they need to do. I look at it this way. Everybody does what they need to do. Okay, my darlings, I've kept you long enough. I've been here long enough. I got some things to do. I'm going to go over to the wish list. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all the gifts. You guys are the most fantabulous. Okay? You guys are the greatest. So I'm going to leave you with a little, I don't know, seasonal thing. I'm going to leave you with a little seasonal thing. I made an intro with this castle, and I can't find it. So hopefully I'll be able to find it. It was deleted off of here. So hopefully I can find it, but I'm going to leave you with something really cool. So thank you again. I will see you Thursday night, if not before. Much love to you. Thank you to my mods. I think you're absolutely fantastic. Be a mushroom, everybody. And I'll see you again next time. Bye.